Some stories are just too good to let go. They sink their hooks into our collective imagination and refuse to fade away. The legend of Atlantis is one of those stories. We picture a magnificent city shimmering beneath the waves, its spires still reaching for a sun they can no longer see. It represents a lost golden age, a paradise swallowed by the sea. For thousands of years, we've asked the same question. Did Atlantis really exist? Or is it just the greatest story never proven? The allure is undeniable, a civilization so advanced, so powerful that it became the stuff of legend. It's more than just a place, it's an idea, that humanity once achieved a level of greatness we have yet to reclaim. The search for Atlantis is the ultimate mystery, a puzzle with pieces scattered across the ocean floor, hidden in the pages of ancient texts. My job is to chase down legends, to follow the breadcrumbs of history into the unknown. And let me tell you, there is no bigger X on the map than Atlantis. Everything we think we know about Atlantis comes from the mind of Plato. Around 360 BC, this legendary Greek philosopher wrote two dialogues, the Timaeus and the Critias. In Plato's account, the story was passed down from Egyptian priests to Solon, presented not as a myth, but as history and a moral warning. He gave us names, dates, a detailed chronicle of a powerful empire. Plato used this account to craft a narrative about the ideal state, casting Athens as the heroic protagonist and Atlantis as a corrupt rival. The story served a philosophical purpose, a caution about imperial ambition and moral decay. Plato is specific. He places Atlantis beyond the Pillars of Hercules, beyond the Strait of Gibraltar, an island larger than Libya and Asia Minor. Not a city-state, but the heart of a vast empire ruling parts of Europe and Africa. But crucially, Plato is our only primary source. No other ancient writer mentions Atlantis. That is the central problem for proving its existence. Is Plato recording a memory of a real event distorted over millennia? Or is he the brilliant author of a political parable? That single question is the foundation of the entire mystery. Every theory and every expedition is trying to answer it. Plato didn't just tell us where Atlantis was. He painted a vivid picture, a marvel of engineering and natural beauty. Built on concentric rings of land and water, connected by massive canals and bridges wide enough for ships. At the center stood the royal palace and a magnificent temple to Poseidon, adorned with gold, silver, and orichalcum. The people were noble, engineers and navigators, their island fertile and rich in precious metals, even exotic wildlife. They were wealthy and technologically advanced, with a 1,000-warship fleet and a massive army. But over generations, divine blood diluted, virtue faded, replaced by greed, corruption, and lust for power. They abandoned noble ways to conquer the known world, enslaving nations across the Mediterranean. Their ambition brought them into conflict with ancient Athens. Hubris invited the wrath of the gods. In a single day and night of misfortune, violent earthquakes and floods swallowed the island. The continent disappeared, leaving an impassable shoal of mud. It was divine punishment, the dramatic end of the world's most powerful empire. Plato's story was so vivid that for centuries people refused to believe it was just a fable. The hunt for Atlantis became a real-life treasure quest spanning the globe. Many took Plato literally, searching the Atlantic, the Azores, the Canary Islands, the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. The ridge theory was once popular but largely dismissed by modern geology. One scientifically plausible theory points to the Mediterranean. The eruption of Thera, Santorini, around 1600 BC, devastated the Minoan world. The explosion spawned massive tsunamis, devastating coastal communities. Proponents say this memory seeded Plato's tale. Searches even ventured to the Americas, linking Atlantis to the Maya or Aztecs or to wetlands off Spain, Donana. Expeditions explored Bimini Road and rectangular marsh features. Every promising lead, though, is debunked or remains inconclusive. No definitive evidence, no inscriptions naming Atlantis, no ruins matching Plato's description. The lack of proof keeps the hunt alive. So why, after more than 2 millennia of searching without success, does Atlantis still hold such a powerful grip on us? Today, the legend is more popular than ever. The story taps into something deep. It is a tale of a utopia, a perfect world that was lost. In our complex times, the idea of a golden age, humanity better, wiser, more advanced, gives hope that greatness was once possible and could be again. It is also the ultimate adventure. Hidden worlds, advanced technology, catastrophe, untold treasures, a great thriller combining history, geology, and exploration. The search invites us to be detectives, piecing clues from ancient texts, applying modern science and sonar, dreaming of being the team that changes history. It lets us dream of the discovery that changes history. The unknown is more exciting than the known. Whether real or invented, Atlantis's power lies not in the depths, but in our imagination, and in Plato's cautionary lesson about arrogance, greed, and unchecked power. Stories like Atlantis, El Dorado, or Shambhala are maps to our curiosity. They push us to ask big questions and to never stop searching beyond the horizon. The truth may be lost to the sea, but the legend will inspire us to dive into the great, thrilling unknown.